Just one invite left on the table for next week's all Final Four and a chance to be crowned Arenalacrosseleague champions. It will be decided by the Peterborough Timbermen and the Six Nations Snipers. We're in the friendly confines of the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River to wrap up quarterfinal action in the All. Welcome back. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. Starting goalies for this game, it'll be Ethan Robertson. Gets a call for the Timbermen, and at the other end, it'll be Dusty Hill for the Snipers. Officials for today's second game, Kyle Coulter is a crew chief. He's working with Mac Daddy Abbott and Bad Brad Fennell. Head coaches for Peterborough in his 8th season is Joe Sullivan. His assistants are Jason Clark and Jason Tassi. And for the home side Snipers in his 6th season, Darcy Palace. He's assisted by Vince Longboat and Derek Searle. And as we get set to go here, of course, we know Brampton Express in, Whitby Steelhawks in. They're the 1-2 seeds. Toronto Monarchs, big 14-13 win over Paris. They are in. One left. It'll be the Snipers or the Timbermen. As we get set to go here, off the draw, Kanori Sugahara doing his thing. Jerry Stotts, a quick pass up to Brooker Muir. So opening possession offensively is going to belong to the Snipers. They'll set things up. Bombury out there. He'll work it across. Looking on the other side for Muir out there on offense. You don't usually see that. Thunder Hill wearing double sixes. Got to get a shot off with 5. He'll let that go wide of the mark. Rebound will get picked up. And a good job, Timbermen, with their first possession of the game. Nathan Shulsky, he's all over this carpet. Keep an eye on him, as well as Aaron Woods. The main man, though, for Peterborough, clearly Cam Milligan, one of the leaders in the stats column for these Timbermen. Fred Hartley bumped out in tight, beauty pass. And an excellent finish and start as Zach Thompson from point blank finds the mark. 1-0 Timbermen. So it didn't take long for sure, and these two teams have met twice during the regular season. The Snipers have won both games in December 16-13 and then February 16-9. So awfully tough to beat a team 3 times in one season. And when I had a chance to speak with the Snipers, their coaching staff talked about, number one, consistency, and of course, getting a good game from Dusty Hill. And their second thing was doing their best to work transition to get good looks at Ethan Robertson. Mitch Zulian looking down low. Sugahara going to track that down. He'll go for a bit of a run. Thought about it, but creased the call. And Timberman now will look to move it up. When I spoke with Joe Sullivan, his whole thing was have to limit opportunities in tight and try their best to get high percentage shots on Dusty Hill. And, of course, stay out of the box. Give and go. Beauty save, Dusty Hill. So there's Hill standing tall. And now Richie Albert's going to bring it up over the timeline. So we've seen the Snipers with 2 possessions. Now they've had 2 different lineups out there. Chayton King lets that go. Right on. Rebound. Wes Whitlow was hovering around the doorstep. Outlet. Shulsky in the basket. And he picks the corner. So right now the Timbermen beating the Snipers at their own game. Great transition pass and finish by Shulsky, 2-0. We watched in the previous quarterfinal game, and transition was the difference. 5-on-5 teams very evenly matched. But when you start talking about run and gun, that's where the teams sort of differentiate themselves. Off the draw against Sugahara, battling against Riley Morgan, and Sugahara has taken 3. Mitch Zulian wrapped up. That'll be a penalty. So Zulian will hold off. Now Travis Stotts. Stotts picks the corner. Top on the short side. So transition to transition. Travis Stotts on a delayed penalty that was coming to the Timbermen, and it's a 2-1 game. I don't know, end-to-end already. We've seen this before. First game was back and forth. It was a beauty. This one here, really hats off to all the quarterfinal games. They have all been exciting. And despite the score, so Brampton 19-14 over Oshawa. Oshawa was in the game the entire 4 quarters. Saturday, Whitby 17-12 over Ohsweken, and the Bears were in that one till late in the 4th. And here, Sugihara. So Sugihara has done his thing in the circle so far early on. Mitch Zulian's going to settle things down, and they'll send it over to Stotts. Stotts working to Armitage. Armitage will kick it across. Bombury out there on the left side as well. Tough pass to Stotts. Shulsky's going to run him down. 8 on the shot clock. Stotts got to bounce off. Gets it out. Bombury lets it go. Radon Robertson. Rebound. Hovering around there. Armitage right there. Picked up and through the crease was Patterson. And a good job. Timmerman going to have to hurry to get it over the timeline. Nick Baffia, good pass up ahead. Gets it to Thompson. And they can't get it to Milligan. It was touched, so no over and back. And they do say it was. So it was stick on it, not ball. And now Brooker Muir. He'll settle things down. Keelan Pilon. Outstanding season in the Arena Lacrosse League. Muir lost his stick, can't play without it. Some dipsy doodle looking there, nothing doing. Plenty of time, shot clock. On the curl, Pilon. Good defense by the Timbermen. Stotts will swing it. Diving and off the post. So a heck of an effort, but just coming up a bit short. Where are the snipers? That was Avery Steinbach Parker, and those are probably his best couple of chances. The snipers, of course, won their last 4 regular season games, and they come in riding a bit of a high, playing their best lacrosse. Eric Poirier, he'll move it up. Jerry Stotts will retreat. And now to work. Thunder Hill. He'll inch his way in, working with Armitage. Wes Whitlow off the top. He'll take that and lets it go, but Robertson slides over, pulls that out of the pad. We're at the 10.5-minute mark here, opening quarter. Final piece to the puzzle right here with 3 of the final 4 set. One-on-one, Timmerman working. Sam Parent. Shovel inside, it slides through. So what a great interior feed there. Talk about threading the needle. And a beauty finish on a quick release for a 3-1 lead. Got to give Jack McAlpine some credit there. He knew he was going to take a hard hit. Took it and was still able to get off a good shot to slip it between the wickets on Hill. Good crowd on hand here on this Sunday afternoon. Creeping in towards the evening, of course, and off the draw, possession belongs to the Snipers. So Sugihara has been dominant in the circle. Snipers now back to work on offense. Hill will scoot it across. They'll work to Patterson inside, try to go far side did Ross Hill. Retrieved though, good job to get on it. And Zulian overswam, and now Shulsky on the run. Shulsky ducks in, shoots that one, stopped by Hill. Rebound picked up by Pilon. And Snipers now will work it back into the offensive end. Hill looking for a screen, gets one. Bombury, nothing on the roll, skip across. Ross Hill. Bombury, his shot, never found the mark, got his own rebound, tried a twister, that's wide. Underhill tried to go the long way around, but that's to be a shot clock violation and belong to Peterborough. Clint Lewis, he'll tiptoe over the timeline and find Woods. Woods, great duck in. Woods, far side, big save, Dusty Hill. Rebound sat there, loose ball. Chandler Allen pick it up, but it gets picked off. Backhand try on the pass. And It's retrieved now. As a good job, though, by McNulty, and they got to shoot it up, and they do. So that'll be an 8-second call. Good forecheck by the Timbermen. Give some credit to Angus Rotting. Big body, did a good job there, as did Jeff McNulty. So Woods now will work at half boards on that right side. Trying to make a move on Stotts, chased back out by the other Stotts. Travis and Jerry both out there defensively. McAlpine had a notion, dumps it off. 10 on the shot clock. Milligan trying to duck in. He goes, feathers it in the far corner. So Cam Milligan, leading scorer on this Peterborough team, comes through and delivers. It's 4-1. Tell you, there have been a couple times when I've seen Cam Milligan in action and thought that he's too far behind the net, and somehow with those quick hands he's able to reach back and change the angle and slip that one through. Hats off to him as he continues his fine play. 29 goals, 72 helpers, 101 points, so he was in the hunt as well. Parker Pfeiffer, the scoring leader, with 103. So finishing second. So back to it on offense. The Snipers have been great in that face-off circle. Not so great in the half court. And I think they got to get to their running game here with 10 on the shot clock. Armitage scoots it across, and too much going on inside. Timberman now will pick it up. Quick pass in the stick of Jacobs. Stone Jacobs not able to hang on to it. Great pickup the other way, and transition. Here's Thunder Hill. Yes, he will, as that one gets knocked down. Brooker Muir in it. Stotts trying to create some havoc, and here come the Timbermen. 2-on-1. Parker Sands. Dump off. Fake. Jacobs stopped by Dusty Hill. So that would be a big save there from Hill, as from point blank that would extend the lead now as we're just over 7 minutes in. First quarter. Pilon. Great move. Pilon! And he's robbed by Robertson. Ball loose, and Timmerman will scoop it up and bring it over the timeline. So both goaltenders doing their part. McCullough will give way, and Thompson will swing it across to the left. Rotting, not able to shed Andrew Vredenberg, instead skips it across. Leaning in, Thompson gets taken down, scooped up. Vredenberg off to the races. Milligan, the only one he's got to beat, Vredenberg, and he overbounced the bounce. And that one will come back the other way with Schultzke. So Vredenberg might have to tighten the laces on that pocket just a tad and increase the accuracy, as the Timbermen now will work it on that side. Fred Hartley out there. Thompson, wrong stick side, right on. Rebound, picked up Dusty Hill, doing his thing. And now it's scooped up by Stotts. Stotts has McLaughlin with him. 2-on-1. Trying to switch sides. McLaughlin interference. Too many on the floor. Underhand. Rebound. Picked up. Another big save, Robertson. Boy, did he stand tall there. And with 5:54 to go, that'll allow us to take an official's timeout. We'll get you the details when we come back. Back after our officials' timeout. Too many men on the floor will give the Snipers their first power play opportunity of the game, 54% during the regular season. Penalty kill for the Timbermen, just 35%. But, of course, this is the second season, so wipe those stats away. Thunder Hill slides over, kick out. Wes Whitlow! I tell you, they'll need something from double W's this time, and they get a beauty underhand 4-2 game. Whitlow with his first of the postseason, and that was a beauty. And I tell you, Whitlow's always better when he gets in the game early on. The key for him, 4-2, Timberman lead. Off the draw again, Riley Morgan, Sugihara. That's going to be a real key piece. Popped out again. Sugihara doing his thing. Give me a chance to send a shout out to his family. They watch every game. So hello to you guys. Always enjoy what your son does on the carpet. Chayton King, his shot steered aside. Armitage goes airborne. Goes to the shovel. That's wide. Patterson there to pick it up. No reset. Swing around Muir. Muir back to Patterson, and that's going to be a legal cross-check call, and Snipers are going to get another power play here. 20-second reset, and it's Whitlow, extra attacker on, and it's picked off. So back to work with a man advantage go the Snipers. 1 for 1 and trailing by 2 goals here. So Jared Downey with the illegal cross-check. He'll spend a couple of minutes or less in the box. Good crowd on hand here to watch the second half of the double dip quarterfinals here in the Arena Lacrosse League 2025 postseason. So Pilon at the top, Whitlow sitting in that right shooter spot, Thunderhill on the left. Give it a go, quick stick, nothing doing. Good job to grab that. 10 on the shot clock inside, and that could have been another illegal cross check. Pilon has room, has it knocked out of his stick. 4 on the shot clock. Pilon will curl around, get a good shot, and looking for the 5-hole, but that got closed up. Robertson now goes to that front door. Good job to get over the timeline. Jacobs now, he'll move it in. Jacobs takes it off the post. Rebound Poirier. He'll turn it back the other way. We're at the 4-minute mark here, first quarter. Hill will settle it down with just over a minute left in a man advantage. Pilon. He'll work it with Hill. Hill on the interchange, tried to go far side, but Robertson made an easy pad save. That one almost knocked down. Gonna have to hurry. Shulsky, good job to hang on to that one. And now Hartley has Milligan with him. Fred Hartley, though, he'll go for a bit of a run, and Milligan will survey the situation with 30 seconds to burn. Cutting through was Thompson, but that got knocked down. Hartley going for a run. His bouncer right on Dusty Hill. He'll be quick to pop up. Outlet. Sends away Gavin Sky. Skywalker gets it over the line. Final 10 seconds here in this Snipers power play. And they'll work it down low. Patterson kick it out. Ross Hill skips it over. Thunderhill save. Gets it right back. Reset. In tight. And that's going to be another penalty. And Wes Whitlow has to be smart here and don't retaliate. That gets knocked down. Bombury. Swing over. Thunder. 8 on the shot clock. Tried to skip, and good job by Wes Whitlow not to retaliate there, as the Snipers now will go back to work with a man advantage. This will be their third power play. They're 1 for 2. Angus Rotting, the guilty party for the Timbermen. Legal cross-check to call there, with just over 2.5 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. So Pilon will quarterback this one. It's got Ross Hill and Patterson over on that right side, Thunderhill, and Armitage on the left. Pilon weaves through, curls back out. Patterson will keep it there. Skip. Thunder. Back out top. Pilon. Patterson underhand. Easy save for Robertson. Got to get a little closer on that big guy. That one almost picked off. And if you don't know the Hill family, they're a bunch of master thieves there. They got quick hands. And Woods. Minute and a half in tight. Jacobs off the crossbar. So I don't know how he got so wide open. Someone got caught watching the paint dry and lucky to dodge that bullet. Ross Hill will slow it up. Minute 10 in the man advantage. Hill to Hill. That one right on. And again, good accurate shots, but you got to up the percentage against Robertson as he zips one in the corner. Thompson going to try to run under it. Brooker Muir, though, sure hands. He's got it. Back the other way. 50 seconds left in the power play. Just under a minute 20 left here in the quarter. Armitage, give and go. Underhand goes off a leg. That's going to go all the way down. Got to hustle, or he'll jump on that and go, and it's Baffia. Good job defensively by the Snipers. But Baffia, better job is now McNulty. Will swing it around, and they'll hold tight with McAlpine. Under a minute now left in the quarter. 20 seconds to burn here. 10 on the shot clock. McAlpine draws a double team. Stotts gets that stick in there and the tap, and they're going to call that a trip. That's a close call, but even incidental, you had to figure that Stotts had one hand on him in the first place and got away with that. So the fact that McAlpine went down in a heap only added to it. 38 seconds left in the quarter. Timbermen will get their first power play opportunity in 6 seconds. And their power play has been dynamite in the regular season. So Milligan at the top where he usually is, and he'll let the time tick down. And Rodding will jump out. Now they'll go to the power play. 30 seconds left. 20 left in the shot clock. Woods out there on the right side. They'll swing it around and go with 10. That one's picked off. On the run, Brooker Muir has the speedy Zulian with him. Muir, he'll pull up. Zulian was on his wrong stick side anyway, so that wouldn't have helped. Zulian now for a run. 4 seconds left. Inside, and Scholsky will pick it up and try to catch someone napping, but didn't. 15 minutes have rolled on by. 4-2 Timbermen. All set to go here for second quarter action. Both teams put together a solid first 15 minutes. Timbermen holding a 4-2 lead. And we'll see here again off the draw, and Stotts just takes Morgan right out. Possession belongs to the Timbermen. Scholsky. He'll hold tight. He'll flip and retreat. They'll set back up with the man advantage. Just over a minute left in the power play for the Timbermen. Woods on that side. Thompson and McNulty on the left. Milligan at the top. He'll go to that. Great save, Dusty Hill. That was a bullet by Milligan. He's got great accuracy from out there, and Dusty Hill able to shoot out that left arm and make the save. Thompson now with 40 seconds left in the power play. Ten on the shot clock. Milligan, two-man game working with Thompson. Milligan, skip, McNulty. Milligan has room. Went back to McNulty, but instead it caroms. Zulian now has 20 seconds to burn here. And he'll pull up and work the back door with Bombury. Letting that clock tick down here, and Stotts' penalty will come to an end. Teams will be back even now with 7 on the shot clock. Bombury brings it across. Armitage scoots it. Thunderhill, his shot wide of the mark. That'll be a violation. It belongs to Timbermen. They got a man up ahead, but Lewis will flip instead, and Downey will slow it down. No pun intended. They'll work it half boards on the left. Thompson. Milligan working with a screen. Stotts on him. Bounces him out. Thompson, 8 on the shot clock. That quick stick ain't work. Picked up. Great save, Dusty Hill. Boy, oh boy, McNulty from point blank gets robbed. Poirier over the timeline. Dangerous pass, but shot down to the left side. Pilon Bomber, he had it pop out of his stick, gonna have to hustle now. And Osborne, he'll give way now. And looking to capitalize with Sam Parent, but nothing doing, and Timmerman will reset, get the offense out there. Heron tried to change the angle. Dusty Hill, an easy save. And it's scooped up. Here come the snipers. Steinbuck Parker. 2-on-2 on that side. And he'll shoot that over. Chance here up the middle. On the run, Armitage wide of the mark. Now that got deflected. Straddled the line. So I think that's not an over and back. That ball, Parker Sands, Whitlow fighting with Parker Sands, wins that battle. Good job there, and he'll work it over the timeline. Jacobs will swing it across. Woods, and look to get it back. Woods scores! So Aaron Woods on the give and go, executed to perfection, and it's 5-2. That's just a good basic fundamental lacrosse play there. You give it up and go hard to that net. Good job on the return pass. And tough for any goaltender to stop something in so tight. So back to the circle with just over 11 and a half to go here in the second quarter. 5-2 lead for the Timmermen. Off the draw. And it was Morgan that won the draw, but possession belongs to the Snipers. Underhill will kick it back out. Patterson will work it to Whitlow. Whitlow gets a screen, dumps it off. Thunderhill looking in. Patterson. His shot. Tried to get it through a defender, but a good job there. Almost taken away. Great work. Timmerman at Milligan back door. Milligan tried to one-hand haul it in. He's going to get chased down by Muir. That one picked off. Gavin Sky right where he should be there. He's going to come away with it. Stiff arm a defender and move it over the timeline, but the 8-second count took just a bit too long. Jacobs now. Jacobs, roll it in. Great save, and it slides through on Dusty Hill. So Stone Jacobs, the recipient of the parting of the Red Seas, as he was allowed to go right down the middle and tuck that one in for a 6-2 lead. So if you're Darcy Powless, Vince Longboat over there, you got to be telling someone that the most dangerous guy on the floor is always the one with the ball. So if you don't stop that, that'll be the end result. 10:45 to go here, first half. Sugihara has been the man in that circle. Snipers haven't been able to capitalize too often. Think they got to get back to their transition game. And now Chayton King. King steps into one, off the post. Rebound, and King going to have to run this down, and he does. Gets knocked back. Great job to get it to Mike McLaughlin. Bomber, he'll settle it down. Working within that fresh 20. Patterson got a step, and too much clutch and grab as the King didn't like all that. But a good job by McCullough, who appears to be nursing a bit of a hamstring injury. We'll keep an eye on him, a bit hobbled. As we will Andrew Vradenberg. I didn't mean to say a whole lot on that extra bounce, but back out there, slowed up a bit. Dusty Hill, big save. Here come the Snipers now in transition. Back door, Thunder Hill. Muir's going to jump into the rush too. Taking a long time to get those offensive players out there. Give and go. Thunder, Skip, Karam. Good job played there. Ross Hill. Whitlow with 10. Inside as that one was looking for Pelon. Nothing doing there. Now big Scott Edwards trying to leg it out. He gets harassed and scoots it up to Baffia. Baffia will stop, drop, and set up shop right there and wait for the rest of the Peterborough offense to filter out. Hartley, one-on-one. Going to need some help. He's tricky. Hartley, great save again, Dusty Hill. Fresh 20, though, on the offensive rebound. Thompson setting up. Skip looking for Milligan. Zulian on him. Milligan gets a screen, dumps off Thompson. Thompson curls back. His shot stopped by Hill. Dusty Hill looking for a lofter, finds Steinbuck Parker, who has it popped out by Downey on a good stick check and a quick conversion up ahead. Sam Parent couldn't find an opening. Gives way now. Skip across Milligan, wrong stick side. Backhand shoot across, McAlpine, good recovery. 8 on the shot clock. McAlpine, McNulty. Over the top, Dusty Hill closed it up. And a quick outlet pass, here comes Sugihara. He'll stop now as we inch toward the 8-minute mark here in this first half. Patterson, Skip, Bombury, goes down and up over the top, stopped by Robertson. His outlet now finds Schultzky. Schultzky looking ahead, back door. And he's directed by Milligan to hold up. And he'll bring it. Create some space and get it to Thompson. Thompson isolated one-on-one, Chandler Allen. Try to turn that corner on the run. Underhand, Dusty Hill. Aaron Woods teed that baby up. And a fresh 20 now for Peterborough. McAlpine will swing it across, working with Milligan. Milligan, no look. Inside, Woods over the top. Zulian now on the run. Mitch Zulian has a man back door, dumps it off. Thunder Hill tucks it in. Bringing the Thunder in the rain. Hill gets his team back in it at 6-3. Underhill came scooting out of that back door, but it was a great job by Mitch Zulian to use his speed to create some distance. Defender right on his back, and a nice delivery, and Thunderhill went down to tuck it through the wickets. Just under 7 minutes to go here, first half. In case you missed it, Friday night's quarterfinal, the Brampton Express rolled to a 19-14 win over the Oshawa Outlaws. They are in. Saturday, Whitby, 17-12 winners over the Oswegan Bears. They are in. Earlier today, Toronto Monarchs edged the Paris River Wolves 14-13. They are in. One invite left to next week's Final Four. Thunderhill, Dipsy Doodle Skip. Ross Hill takes it. Ross Hill changes that, goes right at Robertson. Good save. Whitlow trying to fish for it. Stotts chops down a tree and a half. Can't get it. Whitlow battling for it, picks it up. Fresh 20. Good work by the Snipers as they win the battle to that loose balls on that occasion. Whitlow, Baffy on him. Whitlow, a stiff arm. No can do. No can do. Argue all you want. That'll take us to our officials' timeout and allow us to thank one of our sponsors for Six Nations. Of course, Belco Construction. Nitro 54 variety, KT Gas and Tobacco, Classics to Customs, Auto Body, Little Buffalo Gas and Variety, Tribe Cannabis, always Puff Puff Pass, One Nation Energy, Aero Express Sports, and of course, Hills Custom Coffins, where you're allowed to visit as often as you want, but you are not allowed to stay. We'll be back. Back and set to go after our officials' timeout. Just had to do a bit of carpet maintenance as these two teams battling hard with the final invite on the line for next week's championship weekend. Timbermen with a 6-3 lead over the Snipers. They have possession, and it's Aaron Woods. Swing that around and work it to Rodding. Rodding looking for Milligan. That pass went awry. Dusty Hill airs it out. Has Brooker Muir in the middle. Brooker Muir in alone. Great save, Robertson on his knees. And he made that one look easy on a good shot from Muir. Schultzke the other way. Tell you, the benefit of having a goaltender that can pass that ball with accuracy and get it a long way is huge. Hartley one-on-one. McLaughlin on him. Hartley, great move. His shot stopped by Hill. Rebound, sits there. Hill's going to get some help from Stotts, and he'll move it up to McLaughlin on a good defensive hole by the Snipers. McLaughlin with the edge. Hits the trailer. Bombury dumps it. Thunderhill diving and putting that one in was Thunderhill. So back-to-back goals for the Thunder, and it's 6-4. Back to the transition game is where the Snipers are at their best. And they showed you that there of their 4 goals. Checking their list, I think only 3 of them were in transition. The other one was a Whitlow underhand in the offensive set. That's where they stand. So off the draw, Morgan gets it back. Whitlow gets manhandled by McCullough. And fittingly enough, a little bit of karma, and it's Zulian and the Snipers. Zulian doesn't see Downey hounding him, flips it back now, and it's King. King looking for a screen, gets one. Whitlow, too much on that. Too much on that, can't argue. Robertson airs it out, in the stick, Bathia. Wrong stick side, Bathia runs out of room, and back the other way is Skywalking Sky. On the run, back door, gets it over. Pilon, and good transition defense by the Timbermen. Pilon had Patterson, but that got foiled, and Downey now airs it out. Osborne goes for a run, gets chased and worked over, dumps it off now. Woods. Milligan, one-on-one, McLaughlin on him, and Milligan's quick shot. Rebound picked up Thompson, no reset, 8 on the shot clock. Thompson, kick over. Quick shot, wide of the mark. Karam, going to be trouble. McLaughlin's going to jump on this, and he'll move it up. Back door, he'll look, gets it. Brooker Muir went give and go with McLaughlin. McLaughlin forgot to go. Did the give part. Brooker Muir, great work. Scoops that up, and it's a fresh 20 now for the Snipers. Ross Hill gets a screen. On a dump off. Patterson, far side off the post. Picked up by Robertson, moved up, and it's Schultzke. Schultzke, another one of those underrated guys that sure covers a lot of ground. If you counted his steps, he's got more than most. What a backhand pass, but a better save from the dust bucket. Great feed from Milligan, but Dusty Hill, and here comes Ross Hill. Puts on the brakes, skip it over to Thunder. He'll pull it back out. 3 minutes to go here, first half. Ross Hill gets a screen. Whitlow. Thunder tees it up. Everything went there, stick everything. I'm not even sure. Bombury had it taken away, fights for it. Whitlow had it knocked down. Baffia battling for it, and it'll be a shot clock violation, possession to the Timbermen. Baffia, we got ourselves a good one here today. It has been a great first half. These two teams toe-to-toe, blow for blow. Duck it in. Great save, Dusty Hill. I tell you, he read that like a novel. Quick pass up ahead, Poirier. So Snipers now dodge that, getting some good goaltending from their number one. Robertson has done the same for his team. King. King has room. That's his shot. That one steered aside. Rebound. Picked up. Patterson. Fishing forward is King. Kicks it to himself. Can't get it. Gets bumped off. Patterson trying to help the cause. King diving for it. And it's Robertson who will look to move it up. But Thunderhill going to take that right back. So good job on the forecheck by the Snipers as they'll get another offensive set here. Patterson inside, and a hit on Rosshill. Looked a little late, but it was legit. Thunder on the run. That one stopped. Rebound picked up. Pilon thought about it, pulled it back out for a fresh 20. Trailing out late. Whitlow, he'll let that go. Good save, Robertson. Good job, Snipers. That was a tricky move. Rosshill in. Whitlow ducks in. Whitlow backhand. Posted it. Oh, I thought that went in. But it's going to be a penalty anyway, as it wouldn't be a real game if Wes Whitlow didn't hit at least 2 or 3 posts in a game. And with 1:01 to go, I think that's going to be a power play opportunity or maybe a timeout called, not sure. Well, Robertson's thinking it is, but he's the only goaltender heading to the bench. So I don't know who called timeout. I didn't see the signal. So got to get someone in the box. It's going to be a delayed penalty. Schultzke's going. Be a holding call. So for the 4th time this game, Snipers with a chance here to close the gap. Final minute. First half. Hill at the top. Thunder working that inside. Good angle. Tried to go low, but Robertson read that one. He knows they're trying to go downstairs. Bafia on the run. Got a head of steam going. A lot of stick waving, but that's it. Bafia will curl out. 35 seconds left. Milligan, one-on-one. Dump off Hartley. His shot steered aside. Brooker Muir, chance now up ahead. Patterson, he buries it. Power play transition goal. And it was a beauty. Jaden Patterson with his first postseason marker. And we've got a 6-5 game with 24.4 seconds left here in this first half. Phew. Glad I'm not out there running, because I'd only lasted 1 shift, and it would have been a half shift. Morgan and Sugihara. Sugihara has been the man so far, and once again flips that up, but he will get it, and the Snipers will have the final possession. 19.2 seconds when we come back. So we're going to set the stage here. 19.2 to go, 1-goal game. Snipers have the net empty for the extra attacker. They are going to play for the final shot here of this first half. Been a well-played first half, both teams. Defensively, they've been strong. Goaltending has been strong. The difference has been transition, as Armitage will inbound and let this clock tick down. 15 on the game clock. Down to 10. Time to go. To work. Thunder ducking. Oh, that was a ducking and a half. Couldn't get it by Robertson. And that's going to get aired out. Safety back there. So that one was awfully close. We've played 30. It's 6-5 Timberman. Stick around. Second half to come. Back here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations at the Grand River. Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions as always. A very entertaining 30 minutes, tight. Of course, a 1-goal lead as the Timbermen hold this one 6-5 to their advantage. So it's going to come down, in my opinion, certainly, and with me being the only one talking, that transition's going to play a big part here in the second half. Sugihara comes away with it. Whitlow scoops it up, shovels it over to Zulian. And I do want to note a missing absence for the Timbermen, and Jacob Gasparetti, as their transition guy. Zulian had that deflected. Whitlow battled for it, gets hit immediately, shoots it back to Muir. 8 on the shot clock, kick out, Thunderhill. Overhand right into the basket of Robertson, who's done a good job from those long-range shots. Downey over the timeline. So now Timbermen with their first offensive possession here of this third quarter. Milligan out there, Woods as well. Thompson on that left side. Milligan zips it across. Another zip, McAlpine, beauty goal. That was just some fantastic passing as Thompson saw a cutter and a beautiful feed to McAlpine for the finish, his second of the game. 7-5, and the Timbermen strike first on their first offensive possession. And if you're the Snipers, tough break, weren't able to execute well on one end and gave up another on the other. And a sister and a brother. Off the draw, Sugihara. He has just been masterful in that circle. Armitage now. Stotts will kick it out. Patterson puts on the brakes. His shot never found its way. Armitage rebound wide. Loose ball. Stotts had to stay back as a security. And now Osborne. Sean Osborne will leave it for Stone Jacobs. Jacobs with a goal in this game gives way to Milligan. Milligan also has a goal. Skip across. And they'll work it down to McNulty. Inside, and there was no way that Hartley could handle that. And Hartley went airborne. Zulian, it wasn't any intent to take him from behind, so no call there. Bombury now. Parker Sands on him. Shoots it back. Patterson kicks it over. He's got Thunderhill. Hill. Kick out. 10 on the shot clock. Looking for the screen. Inside. Bombury in tight stop. So they got the cut and the connection, but not the finish. And now Thompson. Rolling on that right side with Woods. Woods, one-on-one. He'll work it back up top, swinging around to the left. Thompson, skip, in the stick, good pass. McAlpine, 8 on the shot clock. McNulty well over the mark. Parent rebound. 3 on the shot clock. He's going to dump that over. That's picked off McLaughlin. Mike McLaughlin's going to tuck it and go over the timeline. Has Steinbach Parker with him, but he'll wait and give it up now. It's Armitage. Armitage gets a step. Bounced out. That's going to be a high stick on. Looks like Scholsky's going to be the one guilty party there. Delayed penalty coming to the Timbermen. 5 on the shot clock. Thunderhill ducks back. Pass under Whitlow, and just a pass too many. And it's going to be I think that's going to be a delay of game call, and that's going to be the case as Colton Armitage shot it well after the buzzer. So what was going to be a Snipers power play will now be nullified to a 4-on-4. So Schultzke goes for an illegal cross-check, and Armitage is going to go for delay of game. So there you have it. Details from crew chief Kyle Coulter. And Milligan now with the inbounds. So lots of room on that carpet here. McNulty will swing it around, working to Woods. Milligan. Dangerous pass, almost had the speedy Zulian off to the races. Woods ducks in. Stotts, one hand, and that's the problem there is Stotts now with that other hand. It's the offhand on the defender that's the problem, not the stick check. And even if he isn't grabbing, it appears to be like he is, and he will go for a hold. So first power play opportunity of the game for these Timbermen, who come in at a 64% efficiency rate. Now, we're going to play 4-on-3, so a little different than that. But here we go in the triangle. Milligan, no look, and beauty. Quick stick finish, McNulty. So Milligan and McNulty make that one look easy. One power play, one goal, and right now a run by these Timbermen have given them an 8-5 lead. So you talk about one of the issues that the Snipers have had. They've had many challenges this season, but one of the issues they've had in some of the games that they've lost, of course, untimely penalties. And that has sort of plagued them for a while now. And in a game like this, when you've got a Timberman team that's so lethal with the man advantage, so just checking the clock there as back at it again, Sugihara and Morgan. And Morgan's just had no answer for Sugihara today. The problem is the Peterborough defense has had an answer for the Snipers offense. So back to 4-on-4. Stotts leans in. Down low, Whitlow almost got a handle on that. That was a tough one. Whitlow on the run. Ducks in. Whitlow, shovel back, fake, shovel, rebound. On the trail was Bombury, but Robertson was right there to make the save. Pass up ahead, Patterson, interception. So now transition, here come the Snipers. Stotts, he'll let it go. It goes off his own player in Thunder Hill, and Hill had to shake his head, get the cobwebs out. Muir changes the angle, and it slides through. So Brooker Muir somehow with the cue ball 5-hole to regain, to add to their 6th goal. Now they trail by 2. So Brooker Muir, good to see him on that score sheet. Brooker Muir again, him and Mike McLaughlin, 2 veterans in the Arenalacrosseleague. We missed Brooker for a season. Came back, and we're certainly happy about that. Sugihara wins it, but it's scooped up, and now Downey, 2-on-1. Timmerman to answer, give and go, gone and went. Picked up, Sugihara the other way. In transition, now the Snipers. Now this is where they're most effective. Zip through, trying to thread the needle to find the king, but instead, it'll go back to the Timmermen. We're under 10 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Our final quarterfinal of the weekend. 3 spots. Brampton, Whitby, Toronto in. Winner of this game will fill out the bracket. Thompson skips it across. Hartley plays to Karam. Spin around Hartley. That was a beauty spin, but Dusty buckets there to make the save. Poirier going to run under this one, and he's met by Scholzke. Bombury puts on the brakes. Edwards all over him. That's a huge shadow. Skip. That's Chayton King's shot. Wide of the mark. Rebound, Thunderhill. No reset. 5. Too much on that screen. And Whitlow mixing it up in there as Morgan. And we'll play on. So cooler heads prevail. Milligan now in the offensive end. Looking for a screen, lets it go. Dusty Hill. Milligan, that shot was headed for the top corner. Ball loose, great job of fishing. Muir had it, lost it, and instead it's Woods. Milligan, skip, McNulty wide. Milligan will fiddle around with it, but comes away with that rebound. No reset. 10 on the shot clock. Parent, way out. Zulian bounces him out. Parent, wrong stick side. Nowhere to go, ran out of time. Good defense by the Snipers. Brooker Muir. He'll move that up. That's as close to a slash as you can get there. Armitage trying to do a little shook and jive. Turn that corner. Downey stays on him. Thunderhill skips it across. Ringing that off the crossbar was Ross Hill. And it'll stay right here for 20 more as we are at the 8-minute mark. No look. Thunderhill, quick shot off the crossbar. So ringing all the iron are the Snipers like they usually do, and they have another fresh 20 to work with. Patterson snaps it across. Thunderhill, but that's right on as Robertson closed up shop. Schultzke, he'll get it up Milligan. Milligan will wait for the rest of the offense to filter out. Milligan. McAlpine trying to duck in. Nothing doing there. 10 on the shot clock. Going to be a delayed penalty coming. Cypress inside. Off the crossbar. So with 7:08 to go, that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. When we come back, it'll be a Peterborough power play. Set to inbounds, second power play opportunity of the game for the Timbermen. They're 1 for 1, holding a 2-goal lead over the Snipers here in quarterfinal action. Winner of this will advance to next week's Final Four. And not to be confirmed, but looks like the winner may get the top seed in the Whitby Steelhawks. My apologies, the winner of this game will get the Brampton Express. So you can pick your poison either way. Whitlow, Muir shovel off the leg. Whitlow gonna have to battle for it. Great work there. And that was Stone Jacobs, and he gets it up to Milligan. So back to work with the man advantage. In the offensive end go the Timbermen. Under 6.5 to play here, third quarter. Box collapsed inside that dotted half circle. They'll extend out to Milligan. Doesn't matter, he picks the corner. That sidearm is deadly. Second of the game for Milligan. Second power play goal and as many opportunities for Peterborough. And it's 9-6. Hey, Milligan's got a very deceptive release. You think he's not really putting a whole lot on it until that ball leaves the pocket and it's zipped in there. He scored both his goals like that, and they've both been impressive. Off the draw again, Sugihara scooped up Zulian. Zulian hesitation. Zulian, he'll pull it back out. Cholsky met him. And Stotts now will slow it down, send it over Patterson, work it to Whitlow. Inside Patterson, he went through the crease, can't touch it. Whitlow backing him up though, and that's going to be a penalty on a high stick, careless stick by Whitlow. Cholsky hustles to get it over, chance here for Timberman. Jacobs, and that one's knocked down, good job Bombury. Jacobs, great spin, wide of the mark. And Poirier will run it over, that's an over and back, so with 5.5 to play, the Snipers, in an oh-so-generous manner, are going to give the Timbermen another power play opportunity. They're already 2 for 2. So again, one of the Achilles heels of the Snipers this season has been untimely penalties. And once again, when you talk about the importance of this game, do or die, you got to figure that You got to be a lot more disciplined. I think Whitlow just careless with that stick. So Milligan at the top where he usually is. He'll quarterback this set. They'll work it around, give everyone a touch, but head to the interchange. Pressure on Milligan, coughs that one up. Good rebound there by Woods. Woods back out. Quick shot, McNulty steered aside, stays in play. Stotts one hand. He's going to duck in, look to move it up. But it's taken away, McAlpine and Woods. Great job on the forecheck by the Timbermen. They'll set it back up. What could have been a transition opportunity for the Snipers is a quick turnaround and regain by the Timbermen. This time it's blocked, and Muir, great job to slide it ahead of Milligan. Brooker Muir, one-on-one, one-on-two, delayed penalty, too many. Brooker Muir, great try. So too many on the floor will nullify the minute 7 left in the power play. On a great job, Brooker Muir, you saw him tap it by Milligan and then go get it. And a great job to spin and even get a shot off. So with just over 4.5 to go, we'll go back to 4-on-4. Waiting to get someone in the penalty box, and they do. So Chayton King. King with the shovel back, careless. It's booted ahead. Downey's going to run it down and flip it right to Dusty Hill. So Snipers just flat out lucky on that play. And now Thunderhill, Chayton King, Ross, Hill, skip, quick stick right on, and it goes through. Hill to the back of the net. 9-7, the score. First of the playoffs for Ross Hill. Sorry, third for Thunderhill. My bad, give Ross the helper. And just double checking, but I don't think anyone leaves the penalty box here. These ones got to ride out. 39 seconds left in the Snipers penalty. Minute 32 in the Timberman penalty. I like that. Good communication by the officials, though, as they make sure things are right. Still 4-on-4. You can hear the crowd getting loud as they're cheering their Snipers on. Sugihara, masterful. Sugihara had it batted out by Morgan. Great work by Riley Morgan as he never gave up on that play. Under 4 minutes to go. Sugihara working Jacobs. Jacobs splits 2. Jacobs wide of the mark. It's scooped up again, Sugihara. He'll roll off one, Parent on him. And now they'll move it up over with Patterson. So dying seconds of the Snipers penalty. They'll be on a power play for 50 seconds. Whitlow at the top. 7 on the shot clock. No look skip. Got to be careful. Don't overpass here. Take that shot, and he does. Wide of the mark, and I think there's been a couple of occasions where the Snipers may have made one pass too many, and instead of making that netminder work, you bail them out when you do that. 30 seconds left here to burn for the Timbermen. Good pressure as trying to get out of it and lost it, so the Snipers steal it back. Poirier. Open on one side, 3-on-2. Stotts, flip, duck, back. Poirier can't handle it. Too much heat in the kitchen. And it's back the other way with the Timbermen, and it's Woods. 1-on-1 on McLaughlin. Woods trying to duck in. Nothing doing. Trailing Milligan. Milligan twister wide. Sky's going to run under this one. Penalty's over. Team's back to full strength. Thunderhill Working it up the left. Looking for a screen. Armitage out there as well. Patterson gets a step. Tried to go far side. Nothing doing. No reset. Armitage. He'll try to turn the corner. On the run. Good pad save. Robertson. Bombury fighting for it. Bodies colliding in that corner. Bombury comes away with it. Kicks it out. Armitage. Great save, Robertson. And that's a back-in call, but I tell you, Robertson, boy, that was a big play there, and they're yelling back in. That was the call. So the Snipers now, we're under the 2-minute warning here in the third. It's a 2-goal game. Armitage gets a screen. Can't do much with it. Kicks it out. Thunderhill swing across. Patterson. Plenty of time. Thunderhill. So manual count was going. I was watching the shot clock, and there's going to be too many on the floor, and it's going to go against the Snipers. Under a minute and a half. Delayed penalty coming. McAlpine. Hartley, he's been quiet in this game. Milligan, he'll take that. Skip. McNulty's shot wide. Milligan had it, and Zulian swiping at it. Couldn't get a hold. Shot clock violation. So as we head into the final minute here of this third quarter, it'll be back to the power play for the Timbermen. And a slashing call to Ross Hill. So 2 for 3 with the man advantage. Mind you, that third power play was abbreviated. So after not getting any power play opportunities in the first half, the Timbermen have had 4 here in this third quarter. So Milligan at the top into the final minute here. Inside, that chance well wide over the net. Zulian's going to race for it. That's an over and back. That's a delay of game right there, and an excellent call. So you could see that coming as Zulian did a great job to put pressure. So with 46.5 seconds to go, a whole minute 42 left in the man advantage. I'm not sure what the argument's going to be from Thompson. Bottom line is you could not touch that ball at all. So 4-on-4 here. We'll see if the Snipers can capitalize or if the Timbermen can capitalize. Either way, Bombury. Jayton King. Jayton King taking too long to let go of that ball. Plenty of time. 32 seconds game clock. Thunderhill. Good shake and bake. Screen. Trouble. Double team. Kicked out. Delayed penalty. Right on, and I think that's going to be a legal cross-check, and they're going to call a slash, but there was a whole lot of chopping going on in there. And the Snipers are going to come away with a power play now. It'll be their 5th of the game. First of this half. They're 2 for 4. So Whitlow will inbounds. And we're going 4-on-3 here. King on the doorstep. Kick out. Armitage down low. Hill had a notion. Whitlow. King rings it off the pipe. 5 seconds left. Dusty Hill gets it up. Whitlow. Dump a quick shot off the side of the net. 3 quarters in the books at the ILA. 9-7 Timbermen. Well, it's about to get a little hairy up in here as we get set for the final 15. Final invite on the line. 2-goal advantage for the Timbermen. And off the draw, Sugihara has just been outstanding as this time Downey. So now back to 4-on-3 for another 45 seconds. Whitlow. Now Whitlow's got to take that quick stick. Whitlow's one of the most dangerous shooters. King steps out, tried to reach out. Got it right back, fresh 20. King again, up, down, misses the top of the net. Thunderhill retrieves. No reset. King, kick, Thunder, over the top, wide. Whitlow will retrieve that. Kick, King, off the side, rebound, retrieve. Snipers all over the Timmerman right now. And King had to leave it, it was back in. Whitlow, Thunder, scoop, kick, King, robbed by Robertson. Boy, oh boy, you can't have any more chances. Backdoor, gone, chance here. Diving, what a save, Dusty. Stand up, Buckets, stand up. Stotts now will move it back the other way. First penalty's over. 20 seconds left now in the Snipers' man advantage. Whitlow. Whitlow had it knocked down. Edwards going to try to run this one down, and he loses it into the bench, so that'll be a full reset for the Snipers. I tell you, Robertson has kept his team in the driver's seat here. That shot wide of the mark, and you can shoot in gallery all you want, but it's clear you got to get the big goalie moving. Great job, Thunderhill. Come away with that. 5 on the shot clock. Patterson. Jump out. Armitage. That had way too much on it. It was contested. And now the Timbermen do a great job burning off the penalties. And now with teams back to full strength, back in the offensive end with Hartley. Hartley got a head of steam going. Hartley off the post. Retrieved by the Timbermen. They'll get a fresh 20. And I tell you, the Iron has got some kind of work. Milligan, great save, Dusty Hill. Rebound, Woods. They'll swing it back out to Milligan. Behind the net. Woods trying to turn the corner. Ducks back. And Dusty Hill had that in his gear, but it's still loose. And finally, Snipers get a handle on it. Poirier. Tough pass, and good job by Hill to retrieve that one. Ross Hill waits for a screen. Ross Hill, quick shot. Good pad save. Ball roll. Thunder! Again robbed by Robertson. Great job closing up the wickets. And now Big Edwards going to lumber up over the timeline. Under 12 minutes to go here in the fourth. That one almost picked off. Zulian could be gone. Zulian waiting for some help. Pulls up. Has it knocked down, and that's a case there. Mitch Zulian, you got to go at it. You got to give it your best. Got the tools, young fella. Use them. Timmerman will reset up shop. Swing across to the right. Woods steps into that one. That goes up and out of play, and it was deflected. So we'll stay right here for a fresh 20. Snipers need to hurry with the line change, as Brooker Muir did a good job to stick with McNulty. McAlpine, tough pass to Milligan. Milligan skip. Thompson on the run, had that knocked down. Battle for it, and that ball will pop loose. 7 on the shot clock. Good job defensively as a shot clock violation. So the Snipers tighten their D. And now Stotts. Travis will work it in and get some relief from Whitlow. Whitlow gets a step. Whitlow, kick over. Bombury couldn't handle it, but does a good job to recover. And now Patterson with 10 on the shot clock. Inside, Whitlow, twisted, Wes Whitlow! That a way to do it, young daddy. 9-8 game. Wes Whitlow with his second of the game, and in my opinion, between Wes Whitlow and Mitch Zulian, they've given up some shots I think they should have taken. That probably would have been a little more beneficial, but either way, same could be said, I think, on a couple of occasions. Cam Milligan's had a chance to let his bullet go and has elected to pass. And the one thing that's been consistent in this game is Sugihara. He has been the best he's been this season in the draw circle today against a tough Riley Morgan. And not that Riley Morgan's taken all of it. Bombury, no look. King shot. 5-0. Rebound. Armitage, kick out. King has a chance. That one goes off Morgan, and now Edwards going to come away with it. So a chance for the Snipers to tie this one up. We're under 10. Hartley on the curl, lets it go right off the logo. Dusty, outlet, and nothing doing, so a good job by Ross Hill to slow it up. Patterson, he's going to get chased by Hartley. Fakes like a screen was coming. I like that. No look. Down low. Whitlow tried to go down up. Beauty save Robertson. I like that try because you got to change it up. Lewis getting worked over by Whitlow. Hartley almost stripped as well. 15 on the shot clock. Hartley, good save. Dusty Hill. Rebound. Steinbach Parker, and he'll loft it up. Stotts, that's a tough one. Plays the carom. And Snipers now bounce pass back door. One hand, Bombury. Fished out and scored. It is the Thunder and the Rain. Oh, baby, we're tied at 9. Fourth goal for Thunder Hill as he picked the biggest game to have his best. Under 9 minutes to go here, and this game has lived up to all the expectations we had coming in. Two teams that were just so evenly matched, both finished with 7-7 records. And stats-wise, very close. Sugihara, this time Morgan gets the better, and Timbermen have possession here with Schultzke. Parent will look and get it to the hub. That's Milligan. Milligan tucks it in, looks inside. Thompson covered. Transition opportunity now with Zulian. And that's the hesitation that he's got to kick is he's got to take that and go. Between him and Sugihara, you got to put the pressure on the D. Bombury, kick out, Ross Hill. Hill looking for a screen. Kick on the cut to Thunder. Thunder fakes it, tried to go down. He scores! Thunder and Rain causing confusion to your brain. Man, oh man, this kid has brought it. He's on fire. First lead of the game for the Snipers, 10-9. Tell you, you picked a good time to bring it, and the Timbermen have been quiet, sitting on 9 goals here. They led 9-7 after 3, and the Snipers have ramped it up. And that's going to be a penalty on Sugihara. Give and go. Woods tucks it in. Tied at 10. Aaron Woods with his second. A swift and immediate answer with 7:44 to play. So clearly the delayed penalty will go for naught. So here's where the face-offs get magnified in their importance. Now Morgan again and Sugihara. Good battle. Sugihara to his feet first. It's loose and it's Zulian. Gonna have to swim out of there. Zulian got to keep the feet moving. Great work. Has possession to the Snipers. Back out, Thunderhill. He's had the Midas touch. This young man has stepped front and center. Bombury has some room. Underhand off the post. Thunder's gonna retrieve that and send it over to Patterson. And that's going to be a costly penalty as Scholzke goes down in a heat. So not quite sure, but I know that's going to take us to our officials' timeout and will allow us to thank our Six Nations sponsors, Belco Construction, Nitro 54 Variety, KT Gas and Tobacco, Classics to Customs Auto Body, Little Buffalo Gas and Variety, Tribe Cannabis, One Nation Energy, Aero Express Sports, and of course, Hills Custom Coffins. Visit regular, never stay. We'll be back. So after our officials' timeout, a legal cross-check is saddled on Jeremy Bombury. So a vital power play opportunity now for the Peterborough Timbermen. They're 2 for 4 with the man advantage. Tie game, 7 minutes to go in someone's season. Milligan at the top. They'll work the interchange. McNulty. Milligan lets it go. Wide. And that's going to go up and over the timeline. That'll be an over and back. Possession belongs to the Snipers. So a good stance there. And now they'll have a chance here to burn some valuable seconds. They'll keep it well wide. Ross Hill. Minute and a half and the man short. 6.5 in this game. Inside, trying to thread the needle. Armitage. Great job on a scoop up. Thunderhill. Fake, shake, bake. Almost tucked it in again. But this time Robertson was hip to that game, and now the Timbermen work the other way. Minute 10 now in the power play. Milligan has a couple goals in this game. Behind the net, diving, top corner beauty. Aaron Woods reaching out to touch someone. 11-10 Timbermen. Third of the game for Woods, third power play goal for Peterborough. And it comes with just over 6 minutes to play. So if you haven't learned anything in the 14 games that you've played, you got to know that in this league, special teams often the difference. And the opportunities that you give could spell your demise. Off the draw, Sugihara diving for it. Morgan shoots it back, hustling for it. Zulian. Jacob Stowe, great job, works it to himself. Possession to Peterborough. They'll work it over to that right side. Hartley has a man on him and Chandler Allen. Hartley sheds him, dumps it off. In tight. What a move, what a beauty goal. Sam Parent saving the best for the fourth. His first of the game, and it's a 2-goal lead for Peterborough. Goes to show you how quickly the momentum can change. Just over 5.5 to go, so plenty of time here. But the Snipers have got to shake it off and get back to work. Sugihara, beauty job, gets taken down. Brooker Muir with the backup. Snipers now. We'll move it up. Stotts has room off the crossbar. So he let that one go, and that skipped up, and right now the three metal pipes have been the best friend of both goaltenders, and too much inside, and costly turnover quickly ahead, and that's too much on that as there's some extra curriculum. I think Parker Sands was never up after the interference call, so he'll make his way to the bench. And possession will belong to the Timbermen. So in case you missed it, the matchup set with the Toronto Monarchs and the Whitby Steelhawks. They'll be in one semifinal. The Brampton Express will play the winner of this game in the second semi. Milligan surveys, working it with Rodding. Behind the net. Inside, good scoop. Milligan shot right on. Dusty Hill, great job. And a quick outlet pass to McLaughlin. Under 5 minutes to go here. Snipers trailing by 2. Ross Hill gets a screen on the dump, and Whitlow around the back. Beauty. Once again, WW in the house. Third of the game for Whitlow, but more importantly, that trims the deficit in half. Now it's 12-11. Said it before, I'll say it again. Whew. This about sums it up as these two teams have put it all on the line here today. Quarterfinal action in the Arena Lacrosse League has not disappointed. Sugihara shoots it back, but it's Downey. Hits a trailer, Baffia, and he picks up possession. Baffia. And it will keep it outside and let the offense filter out. Snipers will leave a man back. They'll play 4-on-4 in the offensive end. Milligan looking for a screen. Milligan gets taken down on a good hit by Muir. Downey with 5 will roll it toward the net. It'll carry him up. And possession belongs to the Snipers now. Under 4 minutes to go. Zulian airs it out. And good scoop, Thunder Hill changes direction on the spin. Taken down in the crease though. Good job by Parker Sands. Put the clamps on the Thunder. And now Peterborough almost gave it right back. And now it's Sands. Stotts chasing him. Thompson. 3.5. 10 on the shot clock. Peterborough with a 1-goal lead. McAlpine over the top. Bullet. Stop. Rebound Chandler Allen. He'll get it up to Sky. They'll work it into the offensive end. Oh, we're in money time now. Thunder has been the difference, as has Whitlow. Jayton King gets a screen. King. And that one off the helmet. Rebound picked up, but a good job to fish it back. And a chance now. Schultzke on the run. McLaughlin there, and they strip him right back. Jayton King chopped down a 3.5, and Schultzke. As Schultzke is injured and has to hobble off. Play resumes. Bombury, duck in, bouncer stopped. Edwards will loft it up. Sands. That's intercepted. Snipers back, 2.5. Whitlow. Patterson. Quick shot. Great save. Rebound. West Whitlow. It's an even dozen. Wes Whitlow with his fourth of the game ties this baby at 12. I'm not going to give you another whew, but gee, this has been a fantastic lacrosse game. Tell you, if you're a parent here, you got to have aged in a few minutes at least. But 2:12 to play in someone's season. Off the draw, Sugihara flips it up. And it bounces the way of the Timmerman. Morgan, Riley Morgan, his underhand right on target. Stopped by the bucket. Snipers now will move it up. We're under the 2-minute warning. If it was crunch time before, it's money time now. Ross Hill gets a screen. Hill lets it go wide. Gets no rebound. Ross Hill, great save by Robertson. Whitlow fishing. Bombury. Up, down. That one blocked. Never got through. Bombury gets his own rebound. No reset. Play on. Inadvertent whistle. Play on. The resetting. Officials are going to get together here, and not quite sure what Kyle Coulter may have seen or what Mac Abbott saw, what Brad Fennell saw. I know what I saw, which wasn't a whole lot. So right now, minute 29 on the clock. So they're going to adjust the shot clock. They'll probably reset, I think, to 13 seconds. Possession doesn't change. Snipers had the ball, that's clear. So it's 14 on the shot clock right now. And that's where they'll go. So the Snipers now with under a minute and a half to play. And they'll inbounds. Ross Hill. Skip. Quick shot right on Robertson. And now the Timbermen will get a chance here. If they can get over the timeline, it's Downey. Downey just got it over. Has Milligan. Milligan robbed by Dusty Hill. Snipers move it up. Headed into the final minute here at the ILA. Spot in next week's Final Four and a date with the Brampton Express. Patterson. His shot stopped by Robertson. 45 seconds on the game clock. Sands played on a hop over the timeline. Hartley. 35 seconds. Tie game. Milligan. Milligan gets pushed out by Muir. Hartley, 10 on the shot clock. Inside, McNulty robbed. Timeout, it's Dusty Buckets to the rescue. 20.7 seconds. Final possession will belong to the Snipers when we come back. So if the stage wasn't set before, I'll set it for you again. 20.7 seconds to go. The Snipers have possession. They're deep in their own end, so they could have the last touch here. I don't think you risk it and pull the goalie in a tie game. I think you play it straight up and go from there. But either way, I know I said earlier that this may come down to the team with the final touch, and that might be the case. Snipers just have to be careful that they are the ones to take the last shot. So here we go. 10 on the game clock. Gotta go to work. To Thunder. Nothing doing. Defense ducks in. Thunderhill. Put a little extra on it. Stopped by Robertson. 2.4 seconds left. And the Timbermen will call timeout. And we'll be back. So 2.4 seconds here. A chance for one long pass and maybe a quick shot, but other than that, and that's the case. So it'll get rolled, and I'll tell you, only fitting that we have played 60 minutes at the ILA. We're going to need another 10 at least. Sudden death looming on the horizon. We'll be back after this. Well, we couldn't ask for anything better than sudden death overtime. Put 15 on the clock, but again, first goal wins, tied at 12. Winner to the semifinal against Brampton. Loser to the offseason. Possession won by Sugihara belongs to the Snipers. They'll work it on offense, set things up here. Thunderhill has some room. Floor spaced out. Patterson lets it go, and that's right in the breadbasket. Robertson now will look for an outlet, finds one in Schultzke. So Timberman will get their kick at the can here on offense and let their guns come on out. Woods, he's been good today, as has Milligan. Chance here, great save, Dusty Hill. Karam, it's Jerry Stotts on the run. Put that in your back pocket, big fella. Stotts off the post. Rebound picked up Ross Hill. Stotts again, too much bounce on the ounce. Missed everything except the netting, and possession belongs to the Timbermen. Oh, Jerry Stotts had a chance, and Peterborough being as generous as you can get. That's going to be a tough one. They knock it back. Got to fight for it. Poirier. Woods comes in to try and take it. Gets it. Trouble on the boards as Stotts will close that up. And picked up Poirier. Poirier. Manhandle but holds on to it. Sniper has it now in the offensive end. Oh, baby. Patterson with 10 on the shot clock. Bombury. Kick. King. Zips it down. Bad pass. 4 on the shot clock. Armitage. Back out in front. Thunderhill. Quick shot. Right on. Rebound. And that's a shot clock violation. And Timberman now will move it up over the timeline. End to end we go here in this OT. Someone's going to celebrate. Someone's going to be heartbroken. McAlpine. Good job, Chandler Allen, working with McLaughlin. That shot right there, Dusty Hill. And almost gobbled up the rebound. McAlpine, great work. Zulian all over him. Zulian stays with him. Milligan will reset way up top. Hartley. McNulty inside. Quick shot. Dusty Hill. I don't know how he even saw it. Boy, oh boy. Thunderhill will bring it over the timeline. Whitlow dumps it down. Patterson. Inside. Whitlow. Whitlow diving, gets taken down. Got to get under that crease. Still in the crease. Kicked away. Snipers still fishing for it. Timberman come away with it. Hill working on Baffia. Thompson will settle it down. Parent, Skip, McNulty, quick shot. That's deflected. Parent tried to hockey it and couldn't do it. Stotts now will let the time lapse and then scoop it. And here come the Snipers now. 11 and a half to go in sudden death. Bombury. Shake and bake. Skip. Patterson. He'll duck back out. Whole lot going on in that dotted half circle. On the curl, Armitage. Lost it. Gonna have to fight to get it back here. 5 on the shot clock. He'll knock it down, and Schultzke will pick it up. Boy, these guys got to be tired. They have put it all on the line here, both teams. Woods will shoot it across. Hartley. Milligan, right on Dusty Hill. Rebound loose. Great job, Brooker Muir. As Brooker Muir, McAlpine almost there to scoop up that loose ball. And now the Snipers. We go end to end. Patterson. Give and go. Whitlow. Whitlow! Wes Whitlow has won it for the Snipers. They will head to the Final Four. What a goal, what a game. 13-12 the final as the stage is set for next week's Final Four. Toronto, Whitby, Six Nations, Brampton. Make sure you tune in, come by and check it out. On behalf of JVI Productions, the Arena Lacrosse League, all the volunteers, coaches, and players, thank you for tuning in. We will see you the Final Four Championship weekend.